Reality versus fantasy. That's the question that people tend to zero in on. Take the ending one way, all is right in the world. Take it another way, Cobb remains in the dream, and the emotional resolution that we experience at the end is just another part of the illusion. But I don't like that, because not only does it render the last 2.5 hours completely pointless, but it's also just kind of silly and simplistic. To me, the key to interpreting the ending is realizing one thing. Cobb is us. As a character, Cobb is representative of all of our desires, all of our hopes, all of our dreams, pardon the pun. This is a man who makes a phenomenal living being really great at what he does, but his happy existence is irrevocably shattered when Maul jumps out of that window. So what does he do? He retreats into his fantasies, into his dreams. One of the most beautiful visuals in the entire film is Cobb and Maul walking together through the dream world, kissing, touching, holding each other passionately. There are no problems here. The hardships of real life can't touch them. They're invincible. They're in love. And it's perfect. It's perfect. But it isn't real life. It's a delusion of love. And therein lies Cobb's arc. To save himself, to escape the dream world, Cobb has to give up his notion of a perfect life with Maul, because that's something that he's not going to be able to have ever again. And to really live freely, he has to accept this reality and make the most of it, just like most people have to do on a day-to-day basis. Cobb is us, and the ending represents our choice to A, keep holding out for hope of a perfect life, or B, unshackle ourselves from those standards and enjoy what we have in the here and now. But the future almost always remains ambiguous. Thus the ending. Reality versus fantasy. And that's that. Oh, and for the record, the top does wobble.
We're interviewing you today, Jolie. Are you ready for this?
The anticipation is overwhelming.
Good evening and welcome to Campus Highlights. I'm your host, Tessa Weaver, and today we're here with Joel Connolly, a broadcasting major at Lincoln Memorial University.
Wait, do we really need to say the school's name? I feel like anybody watching this already knows it's a campus-based piece.
It sounds better than he's from here.
Sup, cunts?
Oh my God, you can't say sup cunts.
But what if I want to say sup, cunts?
Okay.
Hello, world.
Now, you've been a student at LMU for how long?
This is my 4th year.
And have you always known you wanted to go into broadcasting?
Basically, I mean, as far back as I can remember, I wanted to be a writer to, express myself. And one of the reasons that broadcasting is such an amazing field is because it lets you do that in so many different ways. Film, television, journalism, theater, you name it, there are just a lot of great options.
Shit. Did she just...
It's fine. You can just edit around it in post.
I thought you were quitting. I was.
Past tense so soon?
Well, I wasn't exactly expecting to get cheated on, okay?
Well, you don't look too broken up about it either.
What? Would you rather I walk around and mope, tears streaming down my face, screaming, oh God, why doesn't he want me? Or should I decide that I'm not the fool, he's the fool? Fucked him and the subordinates that he saw fit to screw around behind my back during office hours at the bank.
Was there even a question in there? I'm just saying, there's no need to be self-destructive.
You know, while I do appreciate my lovely's concern on the substance abuse, I appreciate that you're trying to put a positive spin on this, and if it takes an extra drag here and there to boost that attitude, then fucking so be it.
See, now that's what I don't get, is how someone so critical and abrasive could mesh so well with such a sensitive soul.
Critical and abrasive. You know I love you, Amber. I'm just trying to look out for your well-being.
Appreciated. Now let me smoke.
So Joel, you recently became a writer for the Splitter Report. How about you tell us about that?
The Split Report is a campus newspaper started by the wonderfully talented Miss Kelsey Hamilton, and she's the brains behind the whole operation. And we have our faculty sponsor, Professor Jonathan Boyd, and in the 7 months that we've been active, we've managed to establish a lot of great working relationships with local TV stations and newspapers, so yeah, it's going really well.
That's fantastic. And what's your role in the paper?
I'm the quote-unquote film critic, and also some general reporting on the side.
And what have you seen lately that has just blown you away?
Not much. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Hey, when's our multicam test?
Monday? Maybe? I don't know. Boyd's running behind again.
You should talk to him about it, Joel.
Like that do any fucking good.
But he listens to you. He's treated you like a fucking celebrity ever since you started on that paper.
Boyd likes to hear himself talk, and I humor him. That is the only reason he's taking any kind of shine to me.
Still, man, you should use that to your advantage and speak up for us more. I mean, you're so good at writing down what's on your mind, but rarely do you ever speak up for yourself. One day, you're gonna be as bad as Quiet Girl.
Quiet girl?
Oh, the girl who always wears black and walks around looking depressed all the time?
Her name's like Audrey or Andy or something. We had English 310 together. She's actually pretty interesting.
She always seemed rude to me.
I've seen her around a few times. She bikes on my road.
She bikes from Virginia to school every day? That's fucking depressing.
Not as depressing as the prospect of holding residence in Virginia.
I don't know how you people do it. That whole fucking state is dead as dead.
Would you say that your time at LMU has been rewarding?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, everybody in college is a little bit crazy, but you know, I'm in an interesting field where I enjoy most of my work, and I get to be surrounded by really awesome, fascinating people. So, yeah, it's cool. I dig.
It says here that you're gonna graduate in the spring, is that correct?
8 more months, fingers crossed.
Good. And traditionally, right now is about the time when students start thinking about their life after college, the next big step, what they're gonna do. So where do you see your life and your career path taking you in general after you depart from LMU?
Well,
30 seconds.
I guess that,
Well, it looks like we're out of time on today's edition of Campus Highlights. This has been Joel Connolly, and as always, I'm your host, Tessa Weaver. Have a great night.
We're out.
And that's the game.
Kind of trailed off there at the end, didn't you, buddy?
that was a good question.
So, you guys want to get buzzed tonight?
I'd be down.
Sounds perfect to me.
What time is this rendezvous?
I don't get off work till 11, so probably around midnight?
I have class early tomorrow.
Rain check.
Yeah, for sure. See you guys.
Bye. Bye.
never really had a problem because of leaving. But everything reminds me of her this evening. So if I seem a little out of it, sorry. Why should I lie? Everything reminds me of her. Spinning the earth and pale the silhouette of the sun on the steeple. And I gotta hear the same sermon all the time now from you people. Why are you staring into outer space, crying? Just because you came across it and lost it, everything reminds me of her. Everything reminds me of her. Everything reminds me of her.
Bluebird speaking.
Nick, man, what are you up to?
I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not. Threesomes with a fucking truck.
Intro.
Yo, parked in the lot down the street, is that cool?
Totally cool. Have a seat, man. You wanna hit?
Fuck yeah.
Nice dude.
Where you getting your shit these days anyway?
Couple guys. I've got Renata. He covers the Bell County area. Brooks. He handles Claiborne. And then there's Caleb Constantino. We call him the Big C. Supposedly he's got the whole of Knox County in his back pocket. Which is cool and all, but I heard he considers that dubious achievement something to be proud of, you know? Thinks he's the next Scarface or something.
He's gonna be the Scarface of Tennessee? Color me green with envy.
Green was something. I've only ever met him once or twice. He seemed cool enough. He didn't condescend. A lot of the bigger dealers do that, especially to young guys. But he was chill.
Yeah, so was Tony Montana for a time.
Regardless, I don't see him getting the diploma treatment anytime soon.
Yeah, you definitely surround yourself with some unorthodox company.
Hey, keeps it interesting.
So what's your dad think of the situation?
I think he's aware enough to know what's going on. I mean, the dude was a lawyer. Is a judge. He's got that sixth sense when it comes to illegal activities.
Yeah, he never tries to intervene.
No, not really. I mean, if you think about it, he never really tries to intervene in anything. I've been done with school for what, 7 years? Graduated high school at 15. Never went to college. He may have said something, but he never tried to force me. Tried to work a job. Hated any and all of my fucking jobs. Dropped those jobs. Start getting high in the interim to pass time. Start to meet people. Start dealing. I almost never ask him for money, even though he's got it. He's got to be wondering where my cash flow's coming from, though, right?
So he's basically just in denial.
Basically, he chooses to see what he wants to see. And from the right angle, I'm still his perfect son, full of potential. I just happen to be going through a transitional period in my life.
For 7 years.
Precisely. But the day he decides to look at me from a different angle, well, fuck.
Seems to be working out for you.
On some level.
You ever get restless?
As in bored?
Yeah.
The question implies anyone living in the desolate wastelands of Virginia could not be bored.
Seriously though.
Well, it does get a bit monotonous from time to time. Wake up, work out, roll one, see some people, make some money, maybe go out, but probably not. Veg out and watch movies for the rest of the day. And it ain't bad. It's definitely more fun than the alternatives. Sometimes it'd be nice to change it up, but hey, what do you do?
Change. Yeah, that's what I need.
You're doing phenomenal in comparison to me. Just think, in a year or so, you're gonna land some bomb-ass job at some bomb-ass newspaper or TV station and blow this fucking popsicle stand. Whereas I'm still gonna be here doing the same damn shit I've always done.
I don't know, man. It's like, it's my senior year, I'm making good grades, I'm writing for the paper, and people are at long last starting to recognize me, but it's just like, it's just school, you know? Once I walk across that stage and get that piece of paper that I've slaved for 4 years to get, that ceases to matter. The game becomes about drive and ambition and connections, you know, all the things I lack.
You're saying you lack drive and ambition. Joel, anytime I talk to you, you're always working on some fucking paper or review or project or whatever for school. You're one of the most productive guys I know. Don't even sweat it, dude.
Well, I really ain't shit when I'm thrown in the same boat as Renata Brooks in the Big C, now am I?
Tomato, tomato. They've got money, yes. But what else do they have? It's a good question. But you've got a brain between those ears of yours. And it's full of good ideas and thoughtful notions. In the long run, who's really got the advantage?
Me, I guess. But like, okay, I mean, I want to write, right? Like, I want to be a journalist, create fiction, and make my voice heard. But I do the same shit all the time. I never leave my little comfort zone. I never try to challenge myself. And that is death to a person trying to be creative.
Yeah, man, but that's all of us. It's not some debilitating personality trait. It's just being fucking human and comfortable. That's my entire plight in a nutshell.
How does one break free?
Pot.
Aside from that.
100-proof Captain Morgan with no ice and nothing to mix with.
Aside even from that.
Well, fuck me, if I knew that, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation. Speaking of which, are you buying tonight or just chilling?
After today, I'm definitely buying.
Oh yeah? Got troubles?
Yeah. Old one.
Wait, you're not talking about...
I might be talking about.
Seriously? Lauren? Still? It's been what, 4, 5 months? Dude, not to sound insensitive, but that shit's over. It's fucking done. I know it seemed like it was going to turn into a good thing for a while, but if she's still being unresponsive, something's obviously holding her back. So it's probably for the best to just let her go.
I texted her earlier today.
Oh, what the fuck?
I know.
You were not supposed to do that. That was not necessary.
There's definitely some stupidity on my end.
What'd you even say? Hey girl who stopped answering my texts and calls weeks ago, what the fuck's new with you?
Verbatim.
I wish.
All I did was ask how she was. No bullshit, no making it complicated, just how have you been?
How have you been? That's all you said. I don't know if you're aware of this, but randomly out of the blue asking, how have you been, to the girl who's been in the slow process of shooting your ass down for nearly half a year, most commonly reads as, desperate cry for attention and or pussy.
I don't need attention or pussy though. I just want, like...
You just want what?
Well, at the risk of sounding like we're in the 5th grade, I just kind of want her to like me back.
I sympathize. Just to let you know, I really do. But at this point, I think you might be better off just playing the field.
Since when have I ever been any fucking good at that?
You don't have to be good at it, you just have to do it. Taking an interest and having courage to act on said interest can be very attractive. You just have to try. With girls. Do you try?
Not lately.
But dude, you're in college. You're surrounded by FFFs every day.
FFFs.
Fresh female faces.
Please tell me that's some kind of cum-shot-centric porn you like and you didn't just coin the acronym FFF.
Hey, this is where I take the fit.
Typical all your son.
For real though, your options are plentiful. I mean, I know you're still hung up on what's her name.
Lauren.
I know what her name is. I'm just trying to be reductive to get my point across. What I'm saying is, yes, she may still loom large in your mind, and yes, she may still be your sole object of desire, but let's get real. You're a guy. You may not think you think with your dick, but you do. It's standard. And I know on at least a few occasions you've taken notice of some hottie bombing around campus.
Honestly, even in the moments that I have, I'm always just immediately reminded of Lauren and my attention drifts right back to her.
That's gotta be some fucked up frustration, the likes of which I hope to never experience. You mean to tell me nobody of the opposite sex piques your interest?
Like romantically speaking?
Romantically, sexually, what the fuck ever. Just interest. Are you interested in anyone?
I mean, no.
God. Well, if you ever want to fix that, just give me a call. There's tons of parties I get invited to all the time and never attend. I would be more than willing to have you as my +1, in a non-gay way.
Duly noted.
Got a tenner for me?
Came prepared.
Always a pleasure.
You just like me for my stimulating conversation.
Well, you're just about the only person in my jurisdiction who can offer me that. So in all honesty, I should be paying you.
This old machine has been good to me all of my life. I've waited for you. This old machine has been good to me all of my life. I have waited for you. This old machine has been good to me.
Hey! Hey!
What?
Haven't seen you around?
I don't know.
Don't you go to LMU?
Unfortunately.
Well, you're broadcasting, right?
Affirmative. Multiple sadness.
Yeah, I think we have film theory together.
Ugh, fuck that class.
Well, I love that class. It's like a highlight of my academic week.
That class sucks. It's nothing but a bunch of arrogant pricks making pretend like they know everything about life and art and stuff.
But you don't enjoy the discussion?
I sit in the back with my headphones in and watch anime. That's what I enjoy.
Fair enough, I guess. You're pretty fast.
You are pretty slow.
What?
I've seen you around.
Yeah?
Walking up and down my road, looking all sad and shit, singing along to God knows what.
I look sad?
Yeah, like Final Fantasy X sad. Like Ned Stark getting beheaded sad. Like, why are you so fucking sad?
I don't think I'm that sad.
Could have fooled me.
I mean, I've been having some, like, girl troubles lately, but aside from that...
Some, like, girl troubles, he says.
Yeah, girl troubles, like, romantically speaking. Like, I'm sure you've had guy problems before.
I don't do that.
You don't do what?
Guy problems. I don't do that.
You never had a boyfriend.
I mean, I've had boyfriends. I just don't do guy problems.
Well, you're gonna have to line me on that one.
Like, if we're good, we're good. If we're not good, drop his ass. Booster or dog. Get rid of the guy.
Seems like kind of a black and white way to look at relationships.
Gray areas just make things too complicated.
But life's full of gray areas.
Exactly. Why exacerbate things further?
Well, it's not like I chose to become infatuated with a girl that doesn't necessarily reciprocate. I mean, it just kind of happened.
You so chose.
What do you mean?
You so chose. I mean, everything you do is a fucking choice. That's like why you have to weigh logic against your feelings and then decide what's in your best interest to pursue. Most painless way to operate. Reality versus fantasy. Am I right?
You remember what I said?
Of course I did. You only talked about it for 5 hours, long-winded ass. The movie wasn't even that great.
Hey, fuck you. Inception is perfect.
It's not horrible, but it didn't do anything that Paprika hadn't already done better and first. Similar theme, similar story, much better execution.
Well, Boyd seemed to think it was relevant.
Boyd thinks everything you have to say is fucking relevant. Teacher's pet.
What?
Newspaper man.
What's the issue?
boy grades you easier and values your opinion more than everyone else. So frustrating.
I don't think that's true.
What's your GPA?
You wanna know my GPA?
I mean, I asked, but if it's too personal.
It's like a 3.9.
Ha! Point proven.
Prove what? What'd you prove?
I had a 4.0 before I declared. And then I decided to go into broadcasting where everything is fucking group work and everyone's so radically different. And the teachers are so radically biased assholes. And now I'm sitting on a 3.5. Expose that one, Bernstein.
That's still really good.
If it's not an A, it's an F. That's how I see it.
Once again, isn't that rather black and white?
What can I say? My skin is bright white, my clothes are dark black. Aesthetically and personally, I'm a very black and white person. I've learned to live with it. Were you going somewhere?
Well, I was gonna finish my run and get ready for class.
Yeah, well, I'm done for the day, so I'm gonna go home and conquer the 13th tower. You have a marvelous afternoon.
Hey, wait!
The long take. Scorsese does it, Tarantino does it, and now you're going to do it. So after you've got the appropriate lighting set up, I want two of you walking around the room while the camera tracks along with you from the front. I know the workspace is cramped, but we're doing what we can. Any volunteers?
Yeah, I can operate camera.
I'll boom.
Excellent. So we've got about an hour left. Let's get to it.
And actually, my yellow skinny jeans from my.
Performers in place.
She was like, I'm done. I think it was from a sophomore year. Yeah. My top.
Crew ready.
My bottom's just like. Whoop.
Begin.
I took my girl to go bowling downtown at the Red Door. After an argument I started because I thought she didn't like me anymore. Can't help it, sometimes I feel pitiful. And of course she's so young and beautiful.
Cut, damn it, I bumped the camera.
That's cool. Let's just go again.
Tis Joe. He would be on like Skype with me a couple of times while I was trying, and he was just like, "Take another pill, bitch. Take another fucking pill. You've not taken enough. Let's see you die this time." Oh my god, I love your nails. I wish I.
Thank you.
I wish I worked somewhere I could have them done.
They're like coming off here and then here, but
Want us to do it the same as before?
Yeah, we're going again in 3, 2, 1, action.
She laughed and so did I in our lane. Then she went to the vending machine to buy a candy cane. But right next to that was a boy I knew with a spring in his hand, playing a country pinball machine called Stand By Your Man. I saw him talk to her, but I stayed in my lane and played my game steady and was thinking of a day when I'd be too old to throw a ball this heavy.
shit.
Tisk tisk, Amber.
Yeah, let's go again.
Why's this room gotta be so fucking cramped?
Hey Joel, can I borrow your phone?
Huh?
I left mine in my dorm and I needed to text Rachel about covering the rededication at Grant Lee tomorrow.
I thought I was doing that.
You were, but you've already got a review this week and we're trying to put a rush on the next issue so we can have it out by midterms.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Thank you, kind sir.
No problem.
Sorry to interrupt that game, but I went and did it anyway. I dropped my red bowling ball through the glass of his machine. I said, "Are you quick enough to hit this ball, Mr. Clean?" I was scared to lose her, so I couldn't help being mean.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah, let's do this, y'all.
Action.
Love letters. I was sorry to interrupt that game, but I went and did it shot my red bowling ball through the glass of his machine. I said, are you quick enough to hit this ball, Mr. Clean? I was scared to lose her, so I...
Cut.
What now?
My bad. Boom was in the frame. Sorry, guys.
Can we take 5? I really, really need a cigarette.
Typical.
Bitch, please.
And that ended both of our games. I said I was sorry, but my girl left with him just the same. I thought how much I hate when love makes me act this way. I was bent over a broken pinball machine in a bowling alley and I threw it all away. Well, isn't it all just a big game?
Fuck!
What's going on, buddy?
I don't know how to do this.
Do what?
I don't know how to be a person and still be happy.
Are you stressed or?
Do you remember Lauren?
The girl you liked?
Yeah. I texted her today and she basically told me to leave her alone.
I'm sorry, man. I don't really have any.
I can't handle all this 100% effort, 0% reward shit anymore. I feel everything I have in the school, the paper, trying to just fucking tell a girl how to fucking feel, and I just get, great job, keep doing what you're doing, or fuck off, basically. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even know what I want to do after I graduate. I don't have any feelers out there for jobs, and I feel like I'm going nowhere. I feel like I'm failing at life right now.
No, you're not. You're not failing at life. That, what you just described, that's everyone, man. We all feel anxious and insecure and unsure about the future, especially right now. It's normal. I mean, granted it sucks, but it's normal. We'll make it. Do you have class tomorrow?
No.
Okay. Here's what I suggest you do. I say you go out there, say goodbye to everybody, go home, turn off your phone, and just chill. Do things you enjoy, tune out all the other bullshit, get some rest. Just try and clear your head, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a really good idea.
Bluebird.
Hey, dude, it's Joel. You wouldn't happen to know of any parties worth going to tonight, would you?
You know what? I'm actually very glad you asked.
I'm so tired of working every day. Now the weekends come, I'm gonna throw my troubles away.
Thank you so much for coming out, man. I fucking needed this.
No, thanks for calling me, man. I was getting cabin fever like a motherfucker. And besides, I heard there might be some decent business at this shinny.
Business?
Yeah, man. Potential buyers. High school kids.
You're gonna sell weed to high school kids.
Why the fuck wouldn't I sell weed to high school kids? I mean, come on, man. And in this area, that's premium real estate right there, my friend.
Where is this party anyway?
Over at Dana's, down in the Gap.
And nobody's worried about police presence?
Nah, no need to be really. Her house is pretty secluded. Plus, anyone on the receiving end of an invite gets briefed the same way upon entry. You get loud, you get kicked the fuck out.
It's a solid fucking policy.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
And weren't you two like a thing for a while?
Yeah, she was into me, and don't get me wrong, I was into her too. Just not in the same way.
She wanted a relationship, whereas you wanted... ...
I think you can fill in that blank.
The question is, did you fill in Dana's blank?
In cursive.
Nice.
And yeah, we were totally good there for a while, but...
Different expectations.
Exactly. Shit complicates things. She looked at us and saw one thing, I looked at us and saw something apparently completely different. But all's well that ends well, I guess. We were able to still kind of be friends, which is all I really care about at this point. Because I always thought she was cool as hell, even after shit got weird.
Well, that's good at least. I'm excited. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, what made you change your mind, by the way?
About what?
About actually coming out tonight and partying with me. Last night you're all like, whatever. Today you're all like, fuck yeah.
Man, you don't even want to know.
On some level, I think I already do.
Survey says...
Little Miss Lauren and her crushing band of evasiveness and heartbreak.
That's a bingo.
Dare I even ask?
Joel, I think you need to stop texting me, period. Nothing personal, period.
Shit, that's some cold-ass punctuation, son. She isn't playing around, is she?
Nope. So much for romance. That girl is done with me.
And you're done with her too, right?
As much as I like to think so, I'm afraid my actual answer tips its hat in the opposite direction.
Dude, the writing is on the wall.
I know that. I'm just having a hard time seeing past the wall itself.
And that, good sir, is why we're gonna tear it up tonight. We're gonna get some food, some drinks, hook up with some trustworthies, go to this party and get utterly schmammered, and everything's just gonna be fucking chill. I'm fucking stoked. And who knows, maybe you'll discover some hidden aspects of yourself, charm the pants off some random chick, and wind up going home with someone far more desirable than moi.
As if that's gonna be a fucking challenge.
Asshole, party of one? Yeah, I think I've arrived.
At least you're aware.
Dana, you remember my friend Joel, right?
Hey.
Oh yeah, I think that you bought some drugs from me once.
That seems likely.
I like this guy. Make yourself at home, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of which, you got anything on offer tonight?
For people, no, but for you two, come this way.
Sweet.
All in the sunshine, having fun, it's in my blood. I just can't help it. Don't want to you right now, let me.
Burns like hell, doesn't it? I think they cut it with baking soda, the cheap shit.
It's not that... Fuck.
You want a bump?
Come on, Joel. You gotta try it at least once, dude. Go hard.
Unlike our friend here, I won't peer pressure you, but it is an experience that I recommend highly, especially with alcohol.
That's safe. I'm not gonna die.
Everyone's gonna die. the only way that you would die tonight is if you drink a lot more alcohol and snort a lot more coke, which you will definitely want to do, but the trick is to not, so.
Right. Fuck it.
Sup, cunts?
Poor guy.
First he says go hard, now look what happens.
Looks like somebody's having a good time. You feeling a little fucked up?
This much. You pour me another?
By all means, Captain.
Pour it.
This presence early in the morning, when she's on my mind, I'ma take my time, do it how we want it, just to set the mood, girl, I brought some Martinez and Chardonnay. Hold up, 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 yeah, yeah. She love the way.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. Not too bad. Yourself?
Fucking awesome right now. I'm feeling this music.
Not really big into rap.
Yeah, even me either, but I don't even care right now. Do you have a name?
I'll be right back.
Fuck.
You know I gotta go until it's early in the morning. I'ma take my time.
Hey there.
Hey, cutie. Are you here alone?
No, I came with a friend.
No, I mean alone.
As in alone. Alone. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're fucking amazing, you know that?
Naughty boy.
So what do you want to do?
Depends.
Depends on what?
On how much you're willing to pay.
What?
I mean, a BJ's 20, but I'd be willing to give you friend prices on that one.
What? Hey!
Hey!
What's your name?
Madeline, what's yours?
Joel.
Nice to meet you, Joel.
Has anyone ever told you you're really hot?
Yes. Do you think I'm really hot?
I think you're so fucking hot.
You know, you're not bad yourself.
You wanna suck my dick in the laundry room for $20?
Fuck you.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I left my car at the gas station, so we had to catch a ride with Mikey.
You fucking mooch. I bet that you're stealing all of this alcohol now too, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't think he minds. I mean, come on.
You have to do it running, but you'll do everything that they ask you to, 'cause you don't mind seeing yourself in a picture as long as you look far away, as long as you look removed, showered and blue
said you felt so happy you could die. I told myself that you were right for me, but felt so lonely in your company. But that was love and it's an ache I still remember. Now and then I think of
Really?
Why are you always backing?
Why are you always walking?
And you gotta take a stroll in this town if he wants to?
I know you have a car. If I had a car, I would walk nowhere.
What if I enjoy the outdoors?
We're in Ewing, fucking Virginia. It's the same outdoors for 20 miles in every direction. You've seen it once, you've seen it for all time.
I guess.
Besides, shouldn't you be walking to school?
I'm free on Fridays.
Well, aren't we lucky? You look like shit.
What?
Did you get beat up trying to cross the bridge or something?
No, I just partied a little too hard last night.
Get wasted, forget your troubles?
Something like that.
Troubles. I'll give you fucking troubles. What could possibly be troubling you?
You'd be surprised.
Surprise me.
Oh, I don't know if I...
List them!
Okay, well, I'm stressed. I'm stressed out. I feel like I've been spinning too many plates lately and I just need a fucking break.
You're bad at lists. Okay, so you have the paper, school. Do you even have a job?
No. That's another thing I'm worried about, actually. School's almost over and I have zero prospects in that regard.
That could count as a problem. Anything else?
That girl.
You're still on that?
Well, she's a factor, okay? I can't just decide not to have a problem if the problem exists. That's unrealistic.
What did I tell you? Of course you can.
Well, please enlighten me.
It's so easy. Just forget about her and move on. I doubt she'll be too broken up over it. Just find something new and get over it. How can you be stressed about that other shit, though? I mean, you get more praise and attention than any other student I've seen walk through LMU. Your stuff is decent enough. You gotta know that's gonna translate well when you go looking for work. Surely you're not that worried about it.
I am. Sometimes I am.
You know, you're kind of living a charmed life because there are far worse problems that you could have.
I know that. I know that. It just... I mean, this last week I've just been trying to figure out what's important to me. Like, what's my next step? Just what to do.
Do what I do.
What do you do?
Hole up in my room and do whatever the fuck I want. That's what I do. You know, sometimes I've gone for days without seeing anyone before. Not even my mother, and I fucking live with the woman. Not because of any misplaced feelings of contempt or just wanting to be alone. I just wanted to kick back, play my video games, and do absolutely nothing else. I was just doing what I do. It seems to me you need to figure out how to do what you do, if you even know what that is.
I think I did at some point.
It'll turn up.
I don't know. I mean, I know I could just say fuck everything and bail, but the realities of today's society make it more difficult than that. People have goals. People have expectations. People have...
Fantasies.
Exactly.
So fuck it. Fuck them all. Make your own fantasy. Society already does it to you, so why not? Use your willpower. Just like with that girl. Figure out what you want, come to a decision, take action, and make a leap. We all have to do it. You're not special.
You know, I've heard different versions of that on at least 3 separate occasions this week, and only now, on this morning, does it actually make sense.
Obviously, because I'm fucking awesome. You wanna know what else I am? Late. You did that. That's on you. Gotta make tracks.
Hey!
What?
You got a name?
Erin!
I'm Joel!
No shit!
I don't feel any shame. I running away from pain when you've been victimized. Tales from another broken. Fix. Sitting on my crucifix,